This is the XY Ghost, bringing wisdom and knowledge to men, both young and old. Now, today I want to talk about a phrase that many women have said to me in the past. And I'm pretty sure they said the same things to you. And the phrase is, I want a man to keep up with me. Now, what does she mean by that? I want a man to keep up with me. What she really means is, and when you hear this phrase, I want the gerbils inside your brains to start running and figuring it out. This is a red flag. This is a red flag, without a doubt. And I'm guilty of it. I'm guilty of not thinking about this and putting it off to the side and not putting much thought into it. I'm guilty too. But when she says, I want a man to keep up with me, she's on a never-ending quest to elevate her status. She's going to raise her status either financially or education-wise or whatever, because she cannot be with a man that makes less money than her. She cannot be with a man that's shorter than her in height. She cannot be with a man who's less healthy than her, in her opinion, in her mind, in her imagination. She cannot be with a man with lesser status. So what she's telling you is to keep up with my status building. I'm going to raise my status, and you got to raise your status in the same manner, but better. You have to be better than me, which is not always, linear. It's not always a linear status. See, men understand, there are friends that make less money, but they are smarter in this field. There are men that make, more money that's not so good in this field. She is going to judge you based on her status. And here's something I'm guilty of in my past marriage and past relationships. Men think about taking one for the team, and it's instinctive. Hey, I take a dive for you. I take the crap work right now. You got to take it later. And it's an understood thing amongst men, but women are not like men. And men sometimes will sacrifice for the team. And in relationships, men will sacrifice for their women. But that's not a team. You cannot look at a woman as a teammate, because once you sacrifice for her building her career or status, she's going to look at you as, you didn't keep up with me. You didn't maintain your status growth the way I am. And now you're stuck. And now she thinks you betrayed her. You betrayed her by not keeping up with her. And you deserve a punishment. From her eyes, you deserve a divorce settlement. Take lots of money from you, because how dare you disappoint her? Now, I've been guilty of this too. My relationship, that I helped my wife and I helped other people in my relationship to achieve a status. And I've helped other men too, and I got reciprocated later on down the line. Sometimes not right away, but later on. I've helped people get jobs in the 90s and the 80s and in the 2000s. And people going up to me and say, "Hey, I still remember what you did. Anything you want, if I could do it, I'll do it." And I've got people that invited me over to their house and say, "Hey, you want?" I was given a car once by somebody that I helped get a job. It came back to me, but not with a woman. They're not going to do that. They want you to keep up with them. And if you haven't done that, then you're a sucker. Then you are, in their eyes, a sucker. Now, raising one's status is not clear-cut for everybody. So it's based on her imagination of what status is. It's based on her perception, her immediate perception of what status is. So if you and her are on, low-level jobs, you're driving a cab, she's a nurse's assistant, and you take it for the other team to help her gain her nursing degree. And once she gets that nursing degree, you're expecting her to reciprocate. No. It never happens that way. It never happens that way. Guaranteed 100% pure. And she won't want that happen. She will not want you. She will not sacrifice for you because she's afraid that once you raise your status, you're going to be attracting other women. So, it's a stalemate in that case. I say, get away from her altogether. Stay away from her. Stay away from that woman that says, I want a man to keep up with me. Because you will always be in a losing situation. She will, if she was to do a sacrifice for you to get yourself on a higher status, she's going to sabotage you right away in ways that you're not aware of, because she's very sneaky and dirty and underhanded, and she'll find ways of sabotaging you so you won't be so successful. Yeah, I had that done to me a couple of times before, and I didn't understand. I didn't understand it until later. I didn't understand that it did happen until much later. Now, what you have to do is stay away from that girl. Just stay away. You look at her and say, well, I can't keep up with you. I mean, I can't keep up with you in the exact same moment that you want me to. How do you want me to keep up with you? Ask her a bunch of questions. How do you want me to keep up with you? How do you want me to do this? What is it? What do you mean keep up with what? How do you want me to keep up with you? Just barrage her with a bunch of questions, and she's going to go nuts because you're going to ask her questions based on logic, and she doesn't think logic. Just stay away from them altogether, or pump and dump. But be careful. You understand? This is basically all I have to say about this. I want you to be safe out there. Be productive. Do what you need to do to get ahead. But don't crush your fellow man. Okay? Your fellow man will help you once in a while. You help 10 people. You help 10 men, and 9 of it's going to come back. Or 8 of it's going to come back. But it will come back. Definitely. This has been the TheXYGhost. 6 o'clock in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. March, I think it's 12th. I'm not sure of the days. 2019. Get your breakfast. Read your newspaper. Enjoy your day, man.